Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing right? Bigger business back again.
Another episode, baby.
Another episode Tuesday evening. You know what I mean? Two hustles with the most. Big hot, big six, bigger business. Yeah, man. How y'all feeling out there tonight? We got another one for y'all. How you feeling, brother?
Oh, today was a long day, man.
It was, man.
A long day. I had a little flat tire.
How was the weekend, man?
The weekend was even longer. Shit.
Yeah.
I was outside, like, wow. You know, like, wow, on top of cars and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good first Friday out in Oakland, California. If y'all ever in the town, y'all make sure y'all spin around every first Friday of the month. Go downtown Oakland, Telegraph Broadway. It goes up in a major way. All love, no violence. This last weekend, let's hope it wasn't. Was it?
No, somebody got blasted in West Oakland, but it had nothing to do
That's
with
down the street. But you know, RP or whatever. Best wishes.
That was crazy too. That's good.
But
you just got crazy.
I mean, no disrespect, but yeah, man. Shout out to the town for having a good, safe, fun event. You know,
How was your weekend?
my weekend was very uneventful, man. I pulled overtime, man. You know, I'm still a regular square ass nigga, man. Just worked, chilled. You know what I'm saying? Whipped up a little bit of clips for y'all. Y'all been checking them out on TikTok, Instagram. We appreciate y'all. Big love to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I was on some square shit, man. I went to Yard House.
No, that was cool because I heard Corey Hogan.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to elaborate on that?
Oh, Saturday night. We Them Ones comedy show. Carlos Miller, Country Wayne, Mojo Brooks, Corey Holcomb,
Lil Duval,
hosted by Mike Epps. So word on the street is, well, it ain't word on the street. I seen it with my own two eyes.
Headliner too, baby.
Corey Holcomb was the headliner. Everybody came, rocked the show, rocked out. Everybody had a great time. Be Legit came. You know what I'm saying? Who else was there? Richie Rich popped out. You know what I'm saying?
Tony Roberts.
Shout out Tony Roberts. So Corey Holcomb was the headline, man. And when Corey Holcomb came on stage, they emptied out like the Warriors was getting blew out by 50 in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, man. A whole stadium left, man. I fuck with Corey. This ain't no shade to Corey.
Oh my God, bro! God damn,
he
bro!
Cool.
You fuck with everybody. You don't never watch his show ever.
I don't watch the show. I'm talking about.
And you can't name 2 movies he's been in.
Where do we see Corey Holcomb from? Where Corey Holcomb famous from? He got
nothing.
Old school shit.
Nothing, bro. He don't have. All right, well, let me before I say nothing. Names from old school shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna look on the computer if you want me to.
Look on the computer.
Corey Holcomb.
It's gonna take you 3 minutes.
No, it ain't. It's gonna take me Corey Holcomb. I don't even want this to fuck up our broadcast looking at this shit.
Yeah.
Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb just not funny. When it come to comedy shows and
I mean, little clips like that.
And other little shit like that, you know, where that's a couples thing, right? Corey Holcomb is a womanizer. Most women are paying for them tickets because they want their dude to come out with them and they want to look good on the scene, which is reputable, collectible, of course, right? You feel me?
All right.
You want to be a baddie, be a baddie. But I'm not finna buy these tickets and then sit there and let you just fucking talk on the side of your neck and I'm just going to stay there.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing that. I tried to tell my boy V-Dub that years ago. Corey Holcomb is not funny. Don't nobody know who he is, and he just not one of them guys, bro.
Man.
He not blackballed. He just talk shit about motherfuckers because his material is lackluster. It's subpar.
He ain't never got a Netflix special. You know what I'm saying? That was one of his big things.
And the thing about it, Corey Holcomb done been, he's had longer tenure than anybody that was at We Are the Ones tour.
Mike Epps, Tony Roberts done had a little long run, but he
not longer than Corey's.
Well, I don't even know when he came on the scene.
He been on the scene a long time.
Has. I'm not arguing that.
And all he got to show for it is a mod cast.
Yeah.
And that's cool. You feel me?
Cool.
Corey Holcomb doing the thing. But I'm just saying, bro, people want to hear like jokes, woo woo. The women will still laugh if the shit's funny. But if it ain't funny, I'm leaving. Like you said, let me beat traffic.
Yeah.
Let me beat the robbers. Let me beat the parking lot side show. You feel me? Yeah. Let me get back down to the club to Hello Banger. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Yeah. But yeah, man, show cleared out. Everybody left. He was left standing. He was
Only person that stayed was V-Dub. And V-Dub took his... No, because look, V-Dub... No, look, because look, he took his shirt off and swung around like a helicopter and threw it on stage. Yeah. I'm on that type of time today, boy. Yeah.
Thinking on that type of time. You seem a little aggressive.
I'm a little aggressive today. I ain't gonna lie.
Who else was aggressive this weekend?
Who?
Lil Zay Osama. Let's run the clip.
Take me to the bridge.
Stop playing. Go get my door.
So watch this. Hands to the sky.
Ain't he bitter?
It's on mute.
The run down the stairs scared me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
So,
you want to run it back more?
We don't need to run. Trigger warning. If I didn't get that, it's not a laughing matter at all. Domestic violence is not cool in any way, shape, or form. If you're being abused, please get help. That goes for men or women. But now that we going on past that, man, what's up with your boy Zay, man?
I don't listen to that nigga like that.
Yeah. So we got the pistol case in fucking New York, right? Bam. He caught the pistol case. Got the 2-3 years. Niggas thought he was telling because it's like, how you bounce out of New York? Nigga, they got signs. You getting 10 years. If you boom, he beat that.
I know where you going with this. This video's supposed to be old.
Oh, it is?
But it just surfaced.
I mean, he didn't go to jail for this. So
yeah.
And then boom, the robbery in L.A. It's supposed armed robbery, and it was crazy. Hella police.
Wasn't that just recent?
That was recent.
Yeah.
Bam, and now this is surfacing. So this is like a hat trick. This is a three-piece special. You know what I'm saying? Gun case, robbery. Now you on camera, what it looks like beating on a female. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool, man. I got a whole philosophy on this, but what's your take on it?
I want to hear yours. Okay, all right. You know, I'm hoggish and doggish. I know you kind of.
I'm in my same days. At one point in time, I used to be real hoggish and doggish, man. Back in my day, man, I used to be very aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Going through domestic disputes with these women and stuff.
That's crazy. I never done nothing like that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I was beating on them, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I used to go. You know, I used to be a young whippersnapper in love, and going back and forth or whatever, all this shit. Y'all know if y'all from out this way, y'all really from them trenches or dealt with some trench babies, y'all know what's going on. But yeah, man, at this big age I'm at now, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my big 30s. I don't even know exactly how old I am, but I'm in my 30s, man. My philosophy, man, if you gotta beat her, you gotta leave her. Period, point blank.
Leave her to beat her.
We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a multitude of things. I got shit to lose now. I got a kid. You know what I'm saying? I got other things. So I'm not gonna let no woman give a woman that much importance to take me out the game, and not to mention it's the wrong thing to do. You know what I'm saying? The older you get, the stronger you get, your muscles get more denser. You know, it's not a little 18-year-old little we touching, like, you know, you might actually hurt a female. So it ain't cool in so many ways, shape, or form. But I know you thought you was in the safety of your own house. You know what I'm saying? You thought everything was cool. But if it comes to the point to where you just beating her, bro, you gotta get away from her, bro. It ain't that deep. You just got out from I don't know how old is that? Is that before you went down?
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I think so.
If it's before you, either way, bro, don't throw away your whole career just beating on no female. I know females do crazy stuff, bro. But this goes along the lines of know who you dealing with, know the female. You see all these signs before you start dealing with her. If you met her real quick, you jaw jacking, y'all pulling up the street, you stop at the Shake Shack, she outside, you pop her stuff, next thing you know, you're in the drawers by the end of the night. She's gonna do that again with somebody else, bro. So don't feel like you Superman and like, oh yeah, I knocked I'm the rawest nigga out, yeah, man, so the bitch ain't. No, you just met her like that. So don't be one of them tender dick ass niggas that meet the bitch like that, and then next thing you know, when she go do it with the next nigga, now all of a sudden you heartbroken, want to beat on her. You can be heartbroken, but don't beat on her, bro. That's what she do. You gotta know yourself, know the woman you dealing with, and it sound like she said, go get my daughter. That's what he said to her. So I know when the babies get involved, y'all locked in. Y'all, it's a lot more tension right there. So it's like, I can't really go nowhere for real. So when she do some weird shit, I'm stuck with her. But at the same time, you don't gotta put your hands on that woman. You can still go on somewhere about your business. I'm not saying niggas gotta be perfect. Sometimes females do crazy shit. And females, don't put your hands on niggas if you don't want to get hit back. I'm not one of them people who gonna be like, oh yeah, man, she can do whatever. No, you don't put your hands on niggas if you don't want to get hit back. So that goes for the ladies out there. But brothers, if she not, you know, physically threatening you, she ain't really like, you know, cause no real harm to you or somebody you love. She ain't like ran off with your everything and you finally caught her and chased her down to a dark alley or some shit like that. You know, then I don't know what happens at that point. But if it ain't one of those three things and it's just some emotional shit, some shit that's really not gonna be serious when you go to sleep and wake up, and just leave, bro. You know what I'm saying? Leaving gonna hurt her more than anything in the world. And that's just what I gotta say. That's my piece of game on that, man. How you feel about the situation?
First of all, I want to say, message. You feel me? Yeah. You know who you are. But so what would you do if a female smacked you upside the head?
Me at this time?
Hey.
Restrainer.
Full Nelson, Boston Crab, what?
I ain't gonna
Crippler crossface.
We out here in good Oakland, Bay Area, California. Some of these females out here got some size on them though. It depends on how big they bigger than me, we might got square up. But if it's a typical woman, you know, I'm just gonna like grab the hand, push her. You know that shit don't hurt in real life. You know what I'm saying? So
That sounds like domestic violence, baby, right there.
what, grabbing her hand and pushing her out the way?
Yeah, that's all they need.
If that's all they need, I'm going to defend myself though, for sure. I ain't gonna let nobody just do me in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waking up with no black eye. I'm gonna keep it real with you. What's so funny about that?
Cause there's some niggas that really let them do them in. Well, I forgot Brett's name. He was sitting on the end of the bed singing.
Oh yeah.
And she slapped fire. Have you seen that new picture floating around?
Of him? Nah.
It's like he finally left her and got with bruh.
Got with bruh.
Yes.
Wait, what's bruh?
Yeah, yes. He would have transmission now.
Oh wow.
You feel me? That's what that domestic violence drove him to, baby.
What's that song you was singing? I want to know.
Damn.
Man.
He was going too though.
He was good, and she came with the wildest wombo combo. That type of shit, see, I don't know. I can't go for that. But I stay away from them type females at this big age. But what?
The chase down the stairs is crazy. Let that girl leave.
That's
man.
how I get.
Let that girl leave. And then he'd like to go get my syrup. I know you said baby, but I'm gonna say syrup. hey, you gotta know what type of drugs you taking before you take them, baby. Everybody think that them yerps is just yerps. Them yerps is dog food, baby, in a pill form. It's dog food. And when you coming down or when you ain't got it, you moody, you cranky. You feel me? I'm tired of playing. You keep fucking going through my phone and whooping all like that. Still no excuse. Still no excuse, right? I'm saying you gotta know what you're doing with. He might not even be like that, but you know, he might be in a drug-induced state of mind, you feel me? Either in one or coming out of one, it's still all bad, you feel me? I don't know. He didn't say anything about no drugs in there. I'm just saying, I know he a young life. I know he's still in his 20s.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm 28, so I know, I know how it is. It's just not a good look, man. It's just not a good look. I know the legal system tired of seeing you. I don't know if any charges are being filed or anything like that. But now she's got this little puppet dangling it over your head, And I'm pretty sure you already knew this. That's probably why the video came out like, I'm not giving you Nate Daniel, never Trevor. He thought you was clever. You feel me? And man, the grab and the cock back of the hand.
Yeah, what was that?
I saw something and you said, I didn't even touch her. You can't really say that.
I mean, it sounded like it could have been the couch.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully it was, man. Hopefully it was. It's not a good look. Domestic violence is never the answer. We've all had our run-ins with either we was crazy or they was crazy or it was two crazy, toxic, damaged people. We all had them run-ins. You just got to know when they get caught, somebody going to jail, and 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be the dude. Whether you smacked her up, pimp smacked her, restrained her, whatever. It's a dirty game out here. Definitely, those type of games are not designed for the man to win. You feel me? You really got to like be bruised like a old banana and her have nothing near not a scratch on her.
Gotta be on camera, damn near.
It gotta be on camera. You feel me? How you feel about the camera inside the house?
That's crazy. It can get used against you like that. It's not the first time I seen it. Aaron Hernandez, right? When he came back after knocking dude down, he came back with the gun in his hand. So I'm not too unfamiliar with it. But it's crazy. I don't know. They must have been at her house because it was my house. That shit would have got deleted. I ain't gonna lie. Not to say I would ever do nothing like that. If I commit a crime in my own house and I got time to delete it, I'm gonna delete it. So she must have dropped that, huh?
She must have dropped that.
Yeah. So
she had to drop
her
it.
house. Yeah.
She had to drop it. Something I don't know.
Man.
Or 9 times out of 10, he kept fucking with her after that. And she was like, let me go get this from last night and just have it in my back pocket as an ace, unspoken ace.
What you think it was over?
He said something about his daughter, but
Yeah, but
the daughter is crazy though. Cause I mean, y'all both ran downstairs and left the daughter upstairs unattended.
yeah, that daughter was like, that was the little, not throw up, but that wasn't what it was about, man.
He looked like a little crack baby to me. You feel me? Like he just chew on cement and shit like that and pop pills.
Now we be having these conversations, right, amongst ourselves, right, and the guys. When fellas, y'all out here moving and grooving like y'all supposed to, some player type of time, but then you got a woman at the house. Do you expect them to be loyal? And if they don't get loyal, is that your reaction? You think that's what that might have been?
I don't know, man, but I don't know. People still find it easier just to lie to females than to tell them what's real. You feel me? And I was told, to be a player, it's not to be playing women, but it's to be letting motherfuckers know what's going on and still have your way. That's just what I was told. That's how me and my guys, the ones that really practice that, really do it. You feel me? This is what's going on from the gate. You feel me? But when when our time is our time. You feel me? That's our time. That's all I really could be caring about. I don't care about who she fuck with. But let me also say this though. When you living with a female, or got a female living with you, it's a whole different ball game. You still want to be a player from the Himalayas. Can that even float? Whether you got the bag or not, whether you taking care of her. Don't nobody want to be, you feel me? Like, unless it's like 3 or 4s involved, competition ain't always good. You feel me? Especially if you tell them baby girl this and that.
If you on some square shit, you on some square shit.
You on some square shit, you on some square shit.
Yeah, it's called like that.
Yeah. And if you ain't never been like that, then don't try to be like that. You feel me? It's very difficult. You feel me? But yeah, that's how I feel about it. If you a real player, you feel me? People know what's going on, but you still have your way. It's not about playing and the little phone game and you feel me. And when she walk by, you put your phone down and shit like that, or you feel me? Because she's going to trip, especially if you didn't tell her from the gate, and they still might trip if you tell them from the gate. But it ain't gonna go too far. It ain't gonna go too far. It's like, hey, you feel me? You can be upset because I know you caught more feelings or we more involved, but you know what I told you from the gate. And if you just don't know, you never know. If you tell them, hey, they either fucking with it or they not. You feel me? They fucking with it or they not, bro. You feel me? We all had to learn that coming up. You feel me? But then just lying is way too hard. You feel me? That's a real job.
Yeah.
That's a real job.
Remember not.
And I'm not at this age, I'm not a good liar. You feel me?
At all.
Because I'm not going to remember that lie.
I'm not slick at this age. I'm not trying to be slick.
I'm not trying to be slick.
You going to know what I'm doing if I'm doing something.
Yeah. You're going to know hop here for a good time.
Not a long time. Yeah, man. But, hey, man, if you tell her that and you like, hey, baby, I'm messing with XYZ, I don't want you messing with nobody. And then you find her messing with somebody.
Yeah, and then you trip out. Like, who do you think you are, Mr. Big Shot? Who do you think you are? Now that shit right to me is fantasy land.
So that's where
everybody popping they shit nowadays. Everybody got swag, everybody got drip, everybody got motion. Who do you think you are to where you gonna just tell her, yeah, I'm doing this and that, but you can't have what type of selfish ass shit is that? It say in the Bible, sex is recreational, it's supposed to be fun. You feel me? Now if you got somebody that's wanna just be with you for you, but you telling them you still like, what you're like, and even at that, even though it's the way I move is like an open book. I'm still not about to tell this bitch what every chapter I'm on. You already know I'm open book. You feel me? So, this chapter gonna be like this, chapter gonna be like that. But I'm not finna tell you, I'm on this chapter. For what?
I do believe men can have multiple women.
You can definitely have multiple women.
I do believe that, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely have multiple women.
Or the polygamy lifestyle that some people like to live. Y'all got them all under the same roof.
Yeah.
But some niggas got their favorite, and then you got your hoes, right? Or they favorites, and then you got their hoes. So you expect her to be the one to hold it down. But if y'all got the understanding, I guess y'all should. If she telling you, hey, yeah, I'm fucking with you, it's me and you, she should stand on her word, because that's a woman of her word. And you should be a man of your word. You should tell her I'm fucking with other females. So if she go against her word, then hey, it's time to get up out of here.
It's time to get up out of here.
But don't do that. I think that's what I'm getting to. When something happens, don't resort to violence. You know what I'm saying? At this big age or whatever. At whatever age you at. Because you don't want to go down, you know what I'm saying, over beating up the female. You do not want to be sitting in jail, sitting in Santa Rita.
With the rest of them niggas.
With the rest of them because you beat the bitch up. That is not tight. You know what I'm saying?
He looked like he bitter too. I don't know. If allegedly he just like a biter.
We just passed that in the 2020. Now, if you stepping in other lanes and doing other things and it's a part of the job description, by all means. But even at this point in time, that job description, you should still be trying to use your mind when you trying to use your force.
Yeah, it's a difference between chastising and beating.
Yeah.
For sure. You
know
feel me?
saying?
I'll always tell him, it's by choice, not force.
Yeah, do it from the lip, not the hip or the fist. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really, if you're gonna put it down, you gotta put it down in a major way, or just stay away from that. But just the casual beatings, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was about, because it get crazy. But we don't condone, here at Bigger Business, we don't condone domestic violence. Let's just put it right there, man. But that's all I'm gonna give these people for that right now, man.
Oh yeah, man. Hopefully that girl's safe, man.
I'm pretty sure she's safe. All right, look like that. How much does Zay Osama?
She kind of, I don't want to say she bathing the man, but she ran downstairs.
I mean,
they do that all the time.
They do the buff up stuff.
She do that all the time. You see how she ran downstairs and just threw herself on the couch, and then he stopped. Like, oh no, he stopped now. It's not serious no more. And he bounced him and get in the face. It'd be a lot of weird shit going on. Those are little kids, so little kids, little puppy love.
Little kids in urban environments. Urban is for the people who don't come from urban environments. They sometimes are different from what y'all see in y'all lifestyle or what you see on TV or what y'all think stuff should be. So, try to give people some grace. I'm not saying that shit is right though, but sometimes people grow up how they grow up, and what y'all think is normal might not be normal. But another thing that might not be normal to some people is the gizang. This young lady right here we got coming up. What's her name?
Jenise Hart.
Jenise Hart. She tells us some of the stories of the gizang. Let's listen in and we'll give our thoughts.
Take me to the bridge, bro. Look at his little teeth. He bitter for sure.
Pussy, like I go through it, then I'd be like, I'm not doing it. Then I would do it.
So was you like a streetwalker, or was it just like?
I didn't have to. I was Craigslist girly. I was a tag girl at first. Then I was a Craigslist girly because it was with the white men. Once I figured out that white men bought pussy, it was like a whole nother lane.
You know what? And I don't like that because sometimes you go to, not me personally, but I have been down the lane where I was, just looking. I just looked. And, you have some black women on there like, no black men. I'm like, how dare you?
First of all, because listen, I used to, when I finally got the courage to sell it for $100.
The courage to sell it. See, that's what pimp comes in.
Look, the courage to sell it for $100, I would pull up to a black man and he'd be like, I got to tell you, I only got 80. White men would never do that.
Oh, God. They got extra. They tip you.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, this is a different world fucking with the white man. I got $350. Then the nigga gave me $70 tip, like, just because. And he's going to keep coming back.
So do you know any women still selling pussy today? Because I got a question.
I know a lot of women that sell pussy.
Still to the day. To the day. So when I send my deposit, are they still going to come?
Depends on the girl.
Okay. Some of them just run off with the deposit.
Yeah, some of them, I don't know. I feel like today a lot of girls.
Not saying that I'm about pussy, because I've never bought pussy.
I don't think there's anything wrong. If I was a guy, I would buy pussy.
Why?
Because I pay a bitch to just leave me alone.
First question. Do you think that brother bought some vagina before?
I believe he definitely bought some. I believe he probably even asked her. Now, Jenise Hart is high class now, so come on, you searching. If you ain't scouting, you scouting, you just look to search. You gonna see something you like.
That brother, that's a comic comedian. He in that Drewski kind of lane. So I know, bro. I know you travel, bro. I know you be down and around. If you looking, you somewhere. What you looking so hard for? And to know they asking for a deposit. Why you know they asking for a deposit, brother? I don't know.
Yeah, he probably being comedic.
Yeah, he was being funny. He was being funny. That's a funny brother, man. But
you getting money, you don't want to deal with no bitches. You want to just hit.
Is that true?
You want to smash and grab.
Is that true?
If I gotta go podcast or hit the studio, I don't know what to say.
Ladies, coming to the city.
Hey, if I gotta go meet and greet, shake hands, Go buy some chimney ass forces from the what's the name? Because I know I got a walkthrough to do tonight. You know, I got to do stand up. Where do I have time to go? You feel me? Am I still on BOK? And I'm just between shit. Like that's cheesy. You feel me? And then I know I got to get up at 4 in the morning. Do I have time for the courtship? Do I have time for that? Do I have time for the catch and release? You know. Do I have time for that? I'm only in your city for 2 days. 2 days, right?
Yeah.
You hear me?
There's many forms of it too, so.
There's definitely many forms of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you a simple man, you want the simplest form, right?
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to strip clubs.
Yeah.
If I don't have bitches in strip clubs.
Yeah.
And my mind, you feel me? If I'm gonna throw money to get horny, I'm not gonna go fuck the bitch and keep my money in my pocket. You feel what I'm saying? Some people is, well, I'm finna throw money just to get a hard on. Well, I can go exactly amount and go woo out. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like they're gonna throw more at the stripper than they.
You gonna throw more at the stripper trying to compete with this nigga that you don't know is her pimp. And he finna collect all that money.
Just go do your little $80 house, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's that you gonna throw a band in here, 1,500, because unless you just into the showing off sport. Or you just go do your holler. You know, from the brothers I talked to that used to be in the game. You know, some of the biggest events be work conventions, right? When they be coming in here and they just here for and I'm talking about, you know, the more professional men.
Like Ski Week?
Ski Fleet Week, Salesforce, Dreamforce. You know, all the conferences.
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con, when they come, that's when it roll. You know what I'm saying? From the people who I spoke to who live that type of lifestyle. And yeah, it's like that's what it is. So you can't be mad at bro right there for searching and looking. Now she said she used to bust it down for $100 on Craigslist. So Craigslist was an old school thing.
That's an old school bitch.
That's an old school thing. So
that's an old school bitch. I love her too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just I love her. All that fucking just that chocolate. That's just that.
Shout out to Chocolate Sister.
And she looked like that without makeup too. I fucking love her.
Sometimes the right type of African sister, their skin just be glowing. They don't need all that extra shit. That melanin
she just
popping through the body.
She just look like a piece of chocolate that's been in the sun for like 2 minutes too long.
Yeah, man.
Just, oh god damn.
Now, are these young ladies are the young ladies out there in the game? Are y'all running off with deposits? Is that what they doing?
Is that what we doing nowadays? We run off with deposits?
Is that what they doing? I don't know. I ain't. But
is that what we doing?
They running off with the deposits. I mean, I would assume it's some girls who just sit up there and make a whole bunch of ads and post a whole bunch of fake pictures and just wait for somebody to send it and run it up like that. You know
if they even smart enough, I wish a bitch would run off with a deposit and she use her real picture.
I swear, I think it might be Indians or excuse me, not to say a specific race. I think it might be them scammer people that just be sitting there all day and doing this in every
Bro,
city.
you know, it's a lot of niggas out here with hoes that's not pimps that condone that.
Yeah.
Just like robberies and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They condone that shit. That shit disgusts me at all times. But so I wouldn't be surprised if bitches out here running off with a pimp named Slickback. He never condoned that. You feel me? Niggas I know, you feel me? He never condoned that. That's not part of the game, you feel me? But
yeah, man. But the Craigslist $100, man, it's a wild and tricky world out there. I see, real tricky. But
and she a soldier too.
Yeah, she.
We used to hear about all them Craigslist horror stories.
Yeah.
They'll meet up and die.
Yeah, I think I heard a site out here. I was reading an article about, there was a site out here, I think it was called like Redbook or something like that. And I was reading the article and they took her down in the Fed raid, right? Forget his name. But the girls was coming to his defense saying, we like Redbook because it was safer, right? You got to screen the dates and who they were dealing with. So they didn't necessarily meet up with Mr. Craigslist Killer and get knocked down.
But then Mr. Redbook get locked up because he caught the underages?
From what I've seen, they hit him for money laundering. I'll look this up today.
Is he out?
I don't know. The last article I seen was 2015, and that's when they hit him. The IRS came. They came for, of course, those related crimes, but I know a big one was money laundering. But you know they throw that on you so they could take all your assets. So when they come and get you, like you ran it up. But you know the interesting thing about that, I think we talked about this with Bud, is people used to pay with Bitcoin. So remember he was doing that way back then. So why niggas sending him 17 Bitcoins for $20 way back in 2012. If he is out or if he still has one of them accounts, he probably one of the richest men in America right now? Because you got to think about how many people was using that website.
Yeah, well, since you just told me that, they probably ain't let them out because they probably knew.
Yeah, they probably want that. Or they probably, if they ain't let them out, they're like, where is that at? You know they tripping. If they were tripping then, they definitely tripping now. They coming to a sale every 2 months. Where is that? Where is that? You want to go home? We'll let you home right now. You just tell us where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, that's interesting, man. Crazy stories with this brother right here out of town and baby girl. So what she end up doing? Transitioning into the adult entertainment industry?
Yeah, she probably was down there in LA. You know how them Crenshaw High niggas is.
Is she from LA?
I don't know, but you just know how. I don't know. Crenshaw High probably in my mind. You start doing porn and all that shit.
Yeah, man. I don't know how to go too deep in.
I'm gonna put it out there now. When this shit blow up, I'm gonna invite her over to play video games for sure. She got a great personality for sure. You know, like she'll laugh at my jokes and shit like that. You know, Capricorn shit. You feel me? Like she'll laugh at my jokes. You feel me? Like she probably like goofy and shit like that. You feel me?
Is it true these brothers paying so they just go away?
Is it true these bros are paying so they just go away?
I mean, I guess that's what we just said earlier.
I don't know. I ain't never been a baller, but I done ran across some ballers, and it's like, man, $10 more. Get that bitch that 10 and get up out of here.
Okay, so what's worse? Let me ask you this: what's worse, meeting a girl that you just want to fornicate with, be promiscuous with, and taking her to the, I don't know what y'all brothers do when y'all get out there. Okay, you knocking. Some of these brothers like to take them to crustaceans, nations, and Jack in the Box, and then you go get the nightcap mine just to knock the drawers down, or just getting straight to the, hey, here's my little couple $100. Let me get it in and get out.
I mean, today, guys, my name is John. So I guess some OGs do that. They just want to be seen with the young hot. You feel me?
OG's gonna come buy your bitch some Jordans.
They gonna come buy some Jordans. They gonna take her to the mall, all that food. Woo, you feel me? And then yeah. But then the rapper, bitch, I got
the rapper.
What Corey Holcomb said, I got 250. I got 250 tonight. That's not including Burger King and the bottle gonna come with it. All the woo-wop gonna come with it. I'm just saying, man. You feel me?
Where do you draw that line at with the tricking?
I don't know. What you mean?
All right. So a nigga like, if you, let's say you already drink, you already smoke, you know what I'm saying, you pick the young lady up, you going out to drinking, you go out, kick it with her, y'all drinking, y'all smoking or whatever. You doing everything you do on your normal day-to-day stuff, but you got the female there, so you basically she tagging along and she just reaping the benefits of being around you. Is that considered tricking?
My eyes no, because that's what I do on a regular basis. And I want to enjoy her company, and if she do like-minded shit, then that's cool. Now, if we just doing everything she want to do, and I'm doing it because I want to be around her,
that's where the line of tricking come in at. So if she get in the car, hey, Big Hop, I want to go to that new restaurant.
My name's John today.
Hey, John, I want to go to that new restaurant up there. The little STK restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I know we just met. You just asked for my number. I need to go to STK. Take me to STK.
I'm going to say, since my name is John, send me a picture of your feet. Let's see a picture of them toes, baby.
So is that considered tricking?
Yeah. I'm going to tell her, put them heels on and step on it. Yeah, I was like that, huh? Yeah, I'm one of them. And step on it.
For the brothers that like taking these females to, you meeting the female and every time they like to woo her, so they like to take her to the 5-star restaurant with no intentions of breaking her. You know what I'm saying? Is that tricking?
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm saying some young brothers meet girls, right? These lovely young ladies we got out here, not on websites, not on none of that. Just meet them in person, meet them at the club, meet them at little social events, and they always want to take them and do the utmost. Like I want to take her over here to.
It's not tricking, bro. Let's not forget that's what people were doing back in the day.
Quitting.
That's not tricking, bro. You feel me?
Okay.
If you just want to enjoy somebody's company, how's that tricking?
Okay.
You feel me? Like. Shit.
I'm just asking the question. I don't, me.
I'm just saying, man. You feel me? Hey, bitches gotta eat too, right? Shit. These bitches live off chicken nuggets and shrimp ramen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong. Every trash can get a steak.
Okay.
She wanna go STK? You feel me? Shit.
Okay.
Her trash ass ain't got no money in her pocket. Take that girl to STK, man.
all of them ain't trash, man. We ain't gonna say all.
I'm just talking about the ones that wake up in the morning and that's they live for. Okay. They do their little ass shot picture in the morning. You feel me? Bop bop bop. Post that shit and just sit back like wait for their line to hit with their little stink bait on it, and then boom boom boom, and that's cool too. Shit, you just got to get what you want. Shit, shit. Yeah, man, sometimes I get paid for being gorgeous, man. Shit, everybody can't. I'm just saying, everybody can't do that.
What about paying her rent? Just so you got somewhere, so you can come over there and hit it when you want to hit it. Is that considered tricking? Not your main bitch, just a female.
I don't know. How you feel about that?
I don't know. To each his own. If it's I don't consider nothing you do with your female, your real female. I don't consider none of that tricking, cause that's your broad. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you meeting a little Mary Sally Sue who you're pursuing and you like, and you got her and she got you jumping loops and you trying to get to one thing, which is what your goal is, to have sex with her, and she got you out here doing fucking hula hoops and double dutches and shit, just so you can, in the hopes of getting her back to the crib so you can have sex, and you start flirting with them lines. It's not necessarily tricking, depending on what you're doing. If she's using the cat as a tool against you to get what she wants, and it's got something to do with some type of monetary gain, I consider that a form of tricking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about just going out with the bitch, going to some little regular restaurant, get some drink and whoopty wop.
If you paying her rent for cat, you tricking, right?
I'll consider that tricking.
All right. What if you? No,
ain't nothing wrong with tripping. Power to y'all. Hey, tricks. Hey, man.
Bro, some niggas don't have the time for the chase.
Exactly.
Some niggas don't want the phone call afterwards.
But I would just
don't ask me for nothing. You feel me? I still got a bitch. You feel me? I don't want to meet your fucking kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with none of your fucking problems.
Yeah.
That's how I come when pimp named Slipback bring a bitch to the stable. If she able to give everything out of her motherfucking pockets, and that's on a consistent basis, then pimp named Slipback got to take care of all her problems, wants, and needs.
I was just finna get there.
You feel me?
My old P partners used to talk to me and say, he was like, man, I've been in this game for so long. I used to think I'm winning because I'm picking this young lady up with a couple dollars at the end of the day or end of the night, and I'm thinking I'm winning. And the whole time I'm sending her off to these well-off. The word he used was white man, and I gotta sit here and sleep with the cum bucket, and this nigga get to bust his nut, go home, and let me clean up the mess. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I used to think I was winning this whole time. Now, of course, this brother kept, he just popping and he went on and kept doing what he was doing. Mm-hmm. But he was like, man, the trick, the one really winning shit, he ain't got to deal with her at the end of the night. He don't got to deal with the kids, the mama, the sister, the auntie, and all this shit, and make sure she good, make sure she ate up, make sure her hair done, make sure her nails done, her feet done, you know what I'm saying? Make sure she good, look good, dressed the part, got the itinerary together, flying across. He ain't had to do all that. You know what I'm saying? All he do is bust his nut and go home, and he already well off. So, I felt him in that aspect. I understood what he was saying. I was just saying, I don't know.
I respect that. I respect that.
What I'm saying?
I definitely, I definitely hear you on that. I just was thinking about it like this. I think the 304 winning. When you get to a certain level, when you have them regulars,
fucking E1 getting beat up.
when you not on E1 getting chased down by niggas that's just doing it for fun. You feel me? Off fucking Hennessy and Wendy's burgers. Mm-hmm. And Junior Bacon.
Shout out to all my stomp downs, though. The world needs.
Shout out my stomp downs, man.
Yeah.
I love you girls.
Mm-hmm.
Love you girls. Mm-hmm. But I think when it get to a certain level, depending on who you fucking with, and you got the nice rooms, and you got the good regulars that stay in fucking Lafayette and fucking in North San Jose and shit like that, and Burlingame. Mm-hmm. I think the 304 is winning. What bitch don't want some dick and some money in her pocket?
That's why they go renegade. I mean, that's why
it's not nothing, and then to still have a alpha male at home when you come back, that's gonna take you for who you is. You feel me?
I mean, if they under some good game.
That's what I said. They under some good game.
They winning.
You feel me? Or a nigga that you actually like. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, because, I'm pretty sure a lot of these girls do it by force and not by, by choice and not by force.
No, of course.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of them do. You just got the horror story.
You ain't got to worry about no bills. You ain't got to worry about no woo-wop. Everything taken care of. We saying with the right nigga. I'm just saying. You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about that. You actually like this nigga. This nigga done set you up with Silicon Valley Steve, you feel me? Tesla Tom, Attorney Alvin, you feel me? So you feel me? I'm pretty sure they spot is nice. Bitch, you on the finest of silks, you feel me? And if you do it right, bitch, you can take that whole wallet. You feel me? So I feel like they winning. Shit. Your hair on fleek, nails on fleek, bitch. You probably GLE, AMG. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? Mama needs some money. You got it. You feel me? You doing everything you want to do. You going outside looking fly. You getting some dick. You getting some money. Your hair on fleek, nails on fleek. You feel me? You taking trips. You really run up that mileage. And every time you go somewhere, you leave with more than what you came with. It ain't like you just going to Vegas on a one-way ticket.
With no way back.
And with no way back, which a lot of regular girls do. Yeah. You feel me? Not when we talking about regular girls, not talking about regular women. We're talking about regular girls go to fucking Vegas with their friends, not having no way to get back, and hoping they run across some baller and he not a bad fucking person or fucking Scott Peterson.
I seen it in real life when the old school Mayweather fights from the Miami. Like y'all really came out here with a hope and a dream, and y'all stuck down here until somebody send y'all some money, give y'all some money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sharing weaves. I don't know, they might be a little shit, but
no, they sharing weaves.
They they'll
fight each other and take weaves.
Stuck down this motherfucker. Y'all really came out here with a hope and a dream, man. But we just, this is all for entertainment content, man. We just popping it. We just talking about the content.
That's what he talking about, nigga. I'm real life.
We don't condone those type of activities. Never.
That's what he don't do. I'm out here in the streets, nigga.
But yeah, man.
But what I want to say though, cause let's talk about the regular girl for 2 minutes. Okay. What the regular party doer gonna do? Okay. So she gonna break her. Go ahead.
Party girl, regular woman. I just want to separate that.
We talking about I'm outside, cause bitch I hate it home. We talking about that type. You feel me? Yeah. She gonna take our hard-earned cash, the baby milk money and diaper money. If the job ain't really covering like that, she gonna wear Tati shoes. You feel me? She gonna go outside, shake her ass. Get it all funky, and go home with some nigga and do Lord knows what. You feel me? And then gotta complain about an Uber, get back to the house. Just you feel me? An Uber.
Or go do Lord knows what with whoever, and still go back home to her man.
And still go back home to her man, and possibly get Zay Osama.
Yeah.
And possibly get Zay Osama.
Yeah.
Just to do it all over again.
Yeah.
So.
It's pick your poison out here.
It's pick your poison.
It's pick your poison out here. Now you want to find you want to find a real reputable woman, and if that's the lane that she's in, and she's a real woman on some real type of time, like she got her little career, or she's just a good, stay at home type woman. If you want to go be square with her, go be square with her. I have nothing against that. That's cool as long as she's on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to go live the lifestyle, you got your stomp down, y'all doing whatever y'all doing, that's cool. But it just when Mr. Square Man wants to meet the party girl really be the problem. I be feeling like the one that's in the middle. You ain't getting no money. You not loyal to the actual man. You just here. You just somewhere in the middle. Like, I don't even want to hold, but I'm cheating on my boyfriend. But, you know what I'm saying? Them be the ones the problem. And a lot of times brothers end up with them. Sometimes the P end up with her and make her go that way. Not make her, but she gets enticed to go that way. And then sometimes the square man end up with her and get his heart broke. You know what I'm saying? So
and all that's cool. Because the party girl, she entitled to have parties and
she's entitled to do what she wants.
She entitled to do what she want.
And don't go to Zay Osama
with everybody. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then settle down 4 years later. You sure you want to do that? You want to do that?
Yeah. That's how it end up. That's usually how it ends up, man. But shout out
Jenise Hart. Shout out my 304. Shout out my real stomp downs. Shout out all my bitches is outside. You feel me?
Shout out to Giants, because without y'all, a lot of shit wouldn't be possible. Shout out to the P's in the field, man.
Shout out to that good P funk.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Free the real ones, man. And let's take it to the bridge, man. We got some good educational stuff for y'all right here.
Driver, take me to the bridge.
When I entered the drive, no, I didn't have an agent. I'm probably the highest pick selected ever that didn't enter with an agent.
Why you ain't have an agent?
And I went through the whole process and sat with a bunch of people, and what they was offering, I didn't really need for real. A lot of the agents came and was like, yeah, well, we're gonna move you to LA, we'll get you a trainer, put some money in your pocket, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, do I got to get that money back? They were like, nah, but you know, standard agent fee is 4%. So I'm starting to do the math, and the house, car, and all that, whatever you was offering is a lot less than what 4% would have been. So long story short, the math wasn't mathing for me because I came in like that. The agents, they tried to like slander my name a little bit, put it in the media that he's too this, he's too that. It ended up backfiring. But you know, it all worked out in the end.
You said you leaned on the union. What game did the union give you?
All the players in the NBA pay dues. We all pay like $10,000 or something like that out of our salary. That goes to hiring lawyers, hiring, you know, just staff, CEO, everything that you need to lead a company, just that works for us. So all of that is our resources that we all pay for, that we agree to. So once I learned that, I just started using it.
So you mean to tell me, if anybody have any issues in the NBA, they could just go to the players union and they handle anything for you?
For sure. Security, I'm talking about you can get, you know, private investigations done. They give referrals for financial advisors. They have a list of approved.
You get a trust done.
All type of stuff. Yeah.
So that was our good brother Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics explaining about why he did not choose to hire an agent when he was eligible for the NBA draft. He still went high in the draft, got drafted to the Boston Celtics, ultimately won a ring last year. And his thing about not hiring an agent was he did the math. You know, a lot of them brothers come in quick, agents hop in your face, you think this is how it goes. I'm supposed to get an agent, go to the NBA. He said, you want 4% of my annual salary that's going to go until I start making, until he's obviously making hundreds of millions of dollars now. So that 4% went from, and what they offered him was a house. I'm going to move you to LA. I'm going to get you the house. I'm going to get you a trainer, X, Y, Z. He said, that's not even equal 4%. So what are you really here for? So he did what a lot of players don't do or aren't privy to or just don't take the time to do. He took his situation to the NBA Players Union, which was set by these good players, and they have lawyers there. They have the people who are going to read the contracts. They got the trainers. They got, he said, anything you could think of, they got it there. So he went there, saved all this money, probably paid for each individual service individually, and all that's available to all NBA players because they pay $10,000, what was it, a month or a year, so they can have these services. I say it's a brilliant move by this brother, and I think a lot should follow in his trail. I think he's pivotal, and I think that was very innovative of himself, and I don't think a lot of people took the time to do that. Now, you think that's what maybe have led, first, how you feel about that, and do you think that's what may have led to him not getting that all-star shine, you know, being the face of the NBA, and ultimately not being selected for the Olympic team this last year when Curry and them won?
The powers that be definitely don't like it.
Yeah.
They've had this game, this entertainment, you know, this gladiator shit sold up for a long time. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And they know when a lot of niggas come out of high school and all like that, niggas can't count, read, or distinct their own farts. You feel what I'm saying? So they was happy to just be some random ass dude that's only gonna rock with you while you hot, and then as soon as you get injured or you can't dunk no more, the motherfucker's gone. So they was loving coming to get that money. They went to school for the shit. Hopefully nowadays it becomes a lost art. Hopefully nowadays people hire they people. That's why we need more lawyers and accountants and all like that.
Shout out Brian James.
So a person don't have to go outside and fuck with this stranger that's already embedded to the team that you know just got signed to. So of course they gonna tell you whatever because they you know they try and get the biggest bang out of you. They try and get the biggest buck out of you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Hopefully this is an uprising trend that needs to continue. Because if you think about it, what is an agent for? So are you supposed to be that guy that's because nowadays if you balling, you got money coming out of college.
Now, yes.
I can understand back in the day you was broke as a joke. The agent, I'll front you this little shit. Woo, just give me woo.
They still run the game.
Yeah, they still run the game. Just give me my triple back. Well, it's a business.
Yeah.
But then when it becomes more than that double or because ain't nothing free.
Yeah,
you know. But they've always ran this game, and it's always been, you know, like they were needed. And then when you don't let them run the game, they do speak on you. You might drop down a couple picks.
Yeah.
They do slander your name because they know all. You know. It's just like the justice system. Everybody up in there, motherfucker, know each other. They know all to be each other's houses. They know all did fundraising together. They know sipped Merloff and shit like that, and fuck each other's spouses and all like that. So you coming into their world.
Yeah.
You know, to entertain and fill up their pockets. You know, if without the athlete, there is no sports. So they definitely need you. But when you that smart one, you want to go with the grain, huh? Yeah, they don't. You know, get that whip. And then 4% sound like such a small number to a nigga that's retarded.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But when it's really not, when that 4% can go to
compound,
it can go to some generational wealth. It can go to a savings. It can go to crypto, anything.
What I know about interest in that type of shit, when they do the 4% shit, that shit, it don't just mean 4%. It's like 4% per quarter, per this, per that.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? And we charge you we get 4% of every check you get. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like, oh well, I made $100 million. Or I made $1 million. He just wanted his little 40,000. He gonna go on the way. It's never that simple. Never that simple.
Especially depending on where you stay at. You already gonna get taxed at the woo-ha.
Exactly.
You feel me?
But I mean, why do they have to give them all this money? Just because you're already in the know? You already know the GM over here at Chicago Bulls. You know the head of operations over here at the Warriors. So I gotta give you 4%. They still gotta call my number because I'm still in the draft. They still gonna call and be like, we want to draft you. I just gotta have this man here speaking for me because he's been speaking for everybody else that he spoke for before. And shout out LeBron James for hiring his own boys he grew up with, Rich Paul and all them, to become his agents. I don't know if he did that out the jump, but that's eventually what ended up happening. We talked about Lamar Jackson. His mama became his agent and got him one of the largest NFL contracts as a quarterback. SGA did the same thing. So they are getting more hip now. And SGA is a star. He will be the face of the league. I'm not even finna hate on that man. It might not be his year this year, but he's definitely going to be the one for years to come. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a great trim. Fun fact, Jaylen Brown went to Cal. Jaylen Brown still goes to Oakland and does fundraisers and sponsors Bishop O'Dowd up there on 98. So he still has a foothold out here in the Bay Area. I didn't know that until I started looking at his shit recently. Cause I'm gonna say I don't like Jason Tatum because I feel like Jason Tatum's soft, not super soft. Yeah, he's soft when it comes down to real important games. And Jaylen Brown, let's keep it real, he brought that title home to the Celtics last year because Jason Tatum chose in big moments. So that boy did what he had to do, and after all that, they didn't even look his way for the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can argue there was somebody better at his position.
Who got MVP of the championship?
I think he got Finals MVP. I would like to say that. I would like to say that. But you still know, he still don't, they don't be saying his name like that. Like,
no, he act like he ain't marketable or some shit like that. You know?
Yeah, and he went
to act like Boston is a small market or some shit, like he can't have you.
Yeah.
You know, like y'all can't get attention to all the stars. It makes sense. Why? You feel me?
Yeah, he won it last year. But now knowing all that,
you hear more about what's the name? And of course, I know he's a once in a lifetime talent. But John Morant ain't won a fucking piece of bubble gum. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
So you feel me? But
and
it
he got
makes sense.
suspended half his fucking year, and then went to jail. Yeah. So I mean, they don't like the intellectual brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just challenge these athletes. I got a kid that plays sports. I see the kids in my neighborhood. They playing sports. I like those examples being set because another fun fact: majority of the NBA players, like the vast majority of them, go broke 10 years without the league. Within 10 years of leaving the NBA, most of them go broke.
And that's a long 10, because it's probably shorter than that.
Yeah. And for sure. Yeah.
And you can't call on none of them niggas.
That's exactly what he said. Everybody who had sat there and took all my money when I came in, they wouldn't dare answer the phone when I'm on the way out. You know what I'm saying? So what are we paying you for? If I'm giving somebody life-changing money, I want this brother to rock with me, you know what I mean? Or be a financial advisor. At least tell me, hey, brother, don't get the new Maybach in the Lambo truck, in the helicopter. Like, calm down, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't gonna last forever. He said, none of these people influence these 18, 19-year-olds coming out of college to be financially smart. They just want to take your money, and then once you done and used up, they're gonna call the next one. You know what I'm saying? So why should we keep giving these people outside of our communities? Because let's keep it real. Who dominate sports? The African Americans, you know, dominate NFL, NBA, MLB. The Dominicans and them Islanders, they done took over that shit. But we still dominate NFL, NBA. Yeah. So why not keep that money in our community? Because we damn sure don't own none of them teams. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely was a good segment.
No, definitely a good
informative for bruh. Do you think he is they gonna give him his due just?
He going to put that work in. He's going to keep working.
You like Jason Tatum?
Oh, he cool. I don't really watch it. If it ain't the Warriors, I ain't really watching it.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot you're an NFL guy.
Yeah, I'm an NFL guy.
Yeah.
Basketball would be too soft. It's too soft for me.
Yeah.
It's too soft. It's
a little entertaining. They shook it up with the Luka trade, with the Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about as far as the play. Like, or LeBron falling on the floor. I'm like, damn, I didn't know somebody 6'8", fucking 270 could be so soft.
And do a fucking car flip from a hand check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you point, yeah, right here. It's like, you feel me? It just, all that stopping and, you feel me, just, you know.
It definitely got soft over the years. I wish I had a clip with Dylan Brooks humping LeBron in the back.
I saw that.
That was some good D.
I saw that. I definitely saw that. But, hopefully the day of the outside agent is be a lost arc.
Yeah,
it's definitely not needed. You feel me? And I think that's why after a minute they was like, "Hey man, stop taking these kids out of high school. You know, I know y'all need as many slaves as y'all can get, but let that slave grow up a little bit so that way if he don't make it in the NBA or get hurt, he got some type of degree or
something
major
major
in something. But y'all just trying to get slaves fresh out the womb to entertain y'all. It's crazy. And then these slaves get around these agents and you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
just sign here. You know it's more money than you ever had in your life.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me?
That's true.
And then when you become an adult, you feel me? And they drafting 6 years you become an adult. You're 24 now, and they drafting your replacement. You feel me? Then you start realizing, like, damn, bro, like he got way more than I got, and I'm still paying this nigga. I don't even know where he at. You his agent too.
You still got me. You got me on a 4% deal for 20 years, and I only signed for 5. 5 years at first. So you just predicted that, oh yeah, he gonna be playing for 20 years, and I'm still paying you, brother. And I ran out of money, and you still gonna collect that check, and you still not gonna answer my phone call. Shout out Prime, Coach Prime, because he also brought that other aspect of it. When he brought Brittany Renner up there to tell about how women can prey on some of these young brothers to get that check. And these brothers be needing life coach skills. And all they got is a whole bunch of people with their hand out trying to take something from them. You know what I'm saying? So that young brother, that stuck out to me because it's like, all right, I didn't even know you could do shit like that. Go to a player's union. I thought you had to have an agent. You know what I'm saying? So
that's how they make it seem.
Yeah. So definitely him putting that light on that is definitely great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely a good informative clip.
But yeah, man. That's what we got for y'all today, man. We got any special plans coming up?
I think maybe like a birthday party or something like that.
Oh.
I ain't gonna speak too much,
Yeah,
I don't speak too much. Yeah, I don't like putting deadlines on shit. You feel me? Or just when it happens, y'all know about it. Y'all see us.
Can we even tell about it? Did you drop the album yet? Can we even?
No, I can't speak on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he redoing it right now.
Okay,
that's where he at right now.
Okay, yeah. But we got some hot shit coming for y'all soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we ain't gonna speak too much on it though, but we definitely gonna get back in. It's getting hot outside. Y'all definitely gonna see us back outside because we hate it home. But yeah, man, it's the two hosts with the most, man. Big Hop, Big Six, bigger business.
Here.
Yeah.